Robert Riley, Wake Forest University, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And the abstract that I presented today at the ACC conference was looking at STEMI patients whose initial ECG is non-diagnostic, who then subsequently have a diagnostic ECG on further evaluation. And we know that these patient groups exist, but we don't know too much about them on a large-scale population. So we found in our study that 11% of STEMI patients actually have an initially non-diagnostic ECG. We then compared comorbidities between those who have an initially diagnostic ECG and those with an initially non-diagnostic ECG, and found that their comorbidities and their presentation variables actually aren't that different. So we can't judge who needs follow-up ECGs in patients being evaluated for ACS based on their presentation and covariates alone. The other thing we looked at was what is their odds ratios of actually getting guideline-based therapies, and we found that they're actually less likely to get guideline-based therapies compared to those diagnosed on initial ECG. And finally, the last thing we looked at was what is the timing of the diagnostic ECG in this group who has an initially non-diagnostic ECG, and we found that within about 90 minutes, about 75% of these patients will have a diagnostic ECG from the time of initial non-diagnostic ECG. Serial ECG monitoring is warranted, and we can't really tell when a patient walks in the door who needs it. So all comers who are being evaluated for ACS really need this evaluation. We also can find that there is some evidence supporting the ACC and AHA's current guidelines on 15 to 30-minute serial ECG evaluation in these patients, and you're going to get the most impact within the first 90 minutes of that evaluation.